What's up, everybody? Welcome to today. I'm Meteorologist, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and add this video. So if you go on the Facebook, you can check out their pages. Today we have a snowstorm potentially starting up in the Southern Rockies. So that's going to be like south of Pueblo, Colorado, all the way into like the Albuquerque area. So that could potentially lead to some heavy rain through the southern plains, and then possible storms later on this week. We're watching kind of the end of the work week into the weekend to see what that system's going to do as it tracks over the Gulf states. So going to update you guys there, and then getting into the fourth costliest storm of 2023, continuing our top 10 countdown for this year. So stay tuned to the end of the show for that. But before I get into our weather, I got to tell you about the Roofing Process Conference starting today, and it's going to be today through tomorrow at the Rosen Center booth, or I want to say Rosen Center booth. That's not what it says there. Rosen Center. We're going to be at booth 26, and that's in Orlando, Florida. So go ahead and check that out. Justin is actually going to be at our booth, so go ahead and say hello to him. He sent a picture of the booth setup too. It looks really cool, so let us know what you think. Should be a really good time, so get out to Orlando, say hey to Justin. Now for our weather, it's really clear across the southeast, right? And a lot of the eastern U.S. That's kind of why we're watching this area for severe weather later on this week, as we potentially get that Gulf moisture and instability heading back into that area. But the only weather to really talk about right in this moment is going to be out through the Southern Rockies, where we have some cloud cover, some snow starting up, potential to see some pretty heavy accumulations out through that area into the next few days. So there's kind of an overview of that setup, right? You got that low pressure system out in the Ohio Valley and Northeast, dropping the temperatures down there, 27 degrees in Minneapolis, only 39 in Portland. Nice and warm down through the southeast, where we don't have any low pressure systems interacting with that area yet, sitting in the 50s and 60s, and then back to the cooler weather up through the Rocky Mountain West right now. So watching that trough that we're seeing in the Rockies potentially swing off to the east. As it does, first weather impact is going to be winter weather along I-25, again between Pueblo and Albuquerque there. If you guys are below 7,500 feet, could get up to 10 inches of snow, and if you're above 7,500 feet, then you can see like up to 20 inches of snow. So again, elevation is going to play a big factor there, but this does start Wednesday morning, moving through Friday with the potential timeline of that snowfall. So let's take a look at our snowfall here on our future radar. Going to see a flicker of some showers starting up through the Panhandle with that low pressure system where it's a little warmer. But back into the Rockies with the same system, seeing some snow starting to pick up today by around 8 p.m. Now this is just the little stuff. Should start to intensify both on the rain end of things and the snow end of things by tomorrow morning, when that winter storm watch officially goes into effect. And then again, you can see all that snow coverage picking up along I-25 and through the Rocky Mountains out that way. So could see some travel being a little difficult between like Denver and Albuquerque, really, with that snowfall. And then once you get into Texas and Oklahoma, that's where the rain starts. Could see some more significant rainfall amounts out in the panhandles too. So we'll take a look at that. But for forecast snowfall today through tomorrow at noon Mountain Time, should be, a couple inches of snow starting up just to the west of I-25. But if you guys are out near the Las Vegas area of New Mexico, specifically like Taos, could get hit pretty hard with some higher accumulations of snow a little faster than everybody else. There it goes into Thursday by noon. So there's another 24-hour span. That's when the big snow again starts up. And we'll see higher accumulations here, specifically down in the northeastern region of New Mexico. Could get, again, up to 20 inches of snow, depending on the elevation you're at, but still seeing 4 to 6 inches possible in the Colorado Springs, Pueblo area, all the way down to the Trinidad, Colorado area. And then after everything shifts off to the east, now we're going to transition to rain, and we'll tell you guys a little bit about that. But going to leave you with a 72-hour probability of seeing at least 6 inches of snow through New Mexico and Colorado. Again, Taos is going to be kind of the area that we're watching most heavily for those high snowfall amounts. But if you guys are anywhere between Colorado Springs and Albuquerque, you could see some snow moving through with this system. But yeah, snow and rain both possible as this starts to shift east. So where can you roof before things kind of get crazy down in the South Plains with all that heavy rain, potential storms? Today should be really nice. 50s and 60s across a lot of the South. So if you guys got hit by any of that nasty weather over the weekend, trying to get out and get some work done, now's a good time for it. Really no wind gusts to work with, clear skies, nice temperatures. It's a good day to get out and do some roofing down in the Southeast and a lot of the South. Now into tomorrow, we'll see temperatures working their way back up into the 50s and 60s by the afternoon hours. A little chillier in the Ohio Valley, but Texas and Oklahoma, now you're dealing with that rain that's starting to pick up. So really this is going to be the corridor of good roofing weather for the beginning half of the week until this whole system shifts east and puts some rain in that area. So if you're trying to time your time to get out and again do some work on some roofs or whatever you're doing, just know that this system is tracking east into the later half of the week. And you know, you can kind of see it going that way into your Thursday at midnight. So for 48 hours temperature wise, across the nation, really beautiful. If you're in Oklahoma, Texas, should be pretty nice for you, but you are going to be working with that rain as you move into the later half of the week. Now for the front range, you got that snow to deal with, and then if you're out through the Midwest, it's going to be very chilly into your Thursday. No real kind of wintry weather stuff to deal with though, clear but chilly. And then, you know, down in the Southeast, should be nice for the next couple of days, and then you got that rain. So again, this is the low pressure system that we're watching, all right? So that's what's bringing the snow into today, tomorrow, through Friday. And you can see it kind of starting to dip down into Oklahoma and Texas, potentially intensifying as it hits the Southeast on Saturday. So okay, we really got to watch this because it's got all that Gulf moisture, Gulf instability, again, heading up into the area, and dependent on how quickly this low pressure system intensifies, it could utilize some of that instability to spark severe weather. But, you know, if it remains pretty weak, then it could just be some generalized rain, some thunder here and there. So it's really going to depend on the intensity of this system through Saturday and Sunday with what that severe weather looks like. So low-res radar has that rain, has that snow out in the western U.S. right now into Wednesday. Then as things shift off to the east, Oklahoma City, Dallas, getting some heavy rain. And then there we are by Saturday afternoon, 11:30, so almost afternoon, through the Mississippi Valley with that storm. A lot of this sinks down into the Gulf, so our severe risk, if there is one, would be kind of pushed down towards the far southern parts of the Gulf states and Florida as this continues to make its way out that way. So really kind of watching this corridor into Friday, Saturday, Sunday to see what that low pressure system does. And again, we're going to be back here updating you guys as we kind of continue to see model trends on what that does. But for the next 5 days, regardless of intensity, we are expecting a lot of rain through the South and through Florida. Could see over 5 inches of rain in parts of the Florida Peninsula, and then still a couple inches to come here in the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles, as well as down near the Gulf. So let's take a look at the day by day on this. Just starting to flicker on today, kind of looked at that. Then Wednesday, seeing more of an uptick in some showers, some heavier showers here and there. That trend continues on Thursday. Then by Friday, should be shifting off into the Gulf areas of like Louisiana, Texas, even in Oklahoma City, seeing some heavy rain. And then by Saturday, potential to see some storms picking up along the Gulf states, and that's when Florida is going to get a ton of rain from that system passing east. So rain, storms, the works expected with that. And then again, we'll let you know what happens. Now I'm going to leave you guys with our trivia answer and, of course, number 4 in our top 10 severe storm countdown. So if you guys haven't been watching the past few videos, that's fine. We've been doing the top 10 costliest storms of 2023. We're at number 4 right now, but you can see 5, 6, 7 through 10 on our past videos so far. But number 4, Texas. You guys are starting to come into the rankings now. You're in the upper end of things. Fort Worth and Dallas really got hit quite a few times this year. Same with Colorado. A lot of folks got hit pretty hard with hail this year. This was a Dallas-Fort Worth system that moved through. Also hit Hot Springs, Arkansas, both got 5-star maps, but there you go, just with these nasty storms tracking through the DFW metro on June 11th and 12th. Got really large hail moving through, and then through the 14th moved into the Arkansas area and wreaked havoc out that way. So if you guys remember any of that crazy hail happening in June, it was probably from this event, and it ranks it as number 4 in our top 10. So setup-wise, there was just a ton of instability through the southern plains. Had a cold front sinking down to the south, sparked those initial storms, and then what happened is just the outflow from those storms kept interacting with the instability coming up out of the Gulf. Those two kept colliding, and day after day after day, we continued to see extreme hail moving through Oklahoma, Texas, into the Mississippi Valley there. So impacts-wise, we got multiple 5-star maps for Dallas-Fort Worth. If you guys are new to hail trace, that's just crazy hail that hit a big metro area through Dallas-Fort Worth on a couple consecutive days. And then once things tracked eastward into the Hot Springs, Arkansas area, you guys also got a 5-star map, and all of those 5-star maps were for hail with a maximum size of 4 inches. So very, very large hail, and we'll show you pictures in a second. But, and if you weren't in those 5-star maps, or if you weren't those 4-inch swaths, over 392,000 homes also got hit by at least 2-inch hail. So a lot of folks seeing very significant hail falling on homes, businesses, vehicles, etc. And then on top of that, high winds, some up to 80 miles an hour, and that tracked for a long period of time through parts of the southeast with those extreme winds and multiple tornadoes as well, hitting, again, homes, agriculture, infrastructure, vehicles, etc. Totals $3.9 billion in damage through the South Plains and the Southeast. So here's a look at some of that damage. This was Texas down here. Crazy hail moving through that area. Baseball size for sure on a couple of these. This looks like 3.5 inches there with that hail. And then there's some vehicles, just again, when it punches through like that, that's just insane hail falling through the windows of those cars. And then some of it was wind driven as well, so it was moving through windows. So it's horizontal hail, not what you want to see if you're a homeowner, if you guys are, parked outside, not a parking garage. Not a great time for hail that large. So it did quite a bit of damage through the area, and then we can't discount those tornadoes either. Just a whole mess through the south and the southeast. So that puts this event at number 4. So we'll let you guys know what number 3 is tomorrow, but now I'll just leave you with our Hail Trace Trivia Tuesday. The question was, what year had the most hail reports on record? If you guys have been a long-time viewer, I'm sure you guys know, or if you guys have just been a long-time weather aficionado, I'm sure you know, but the answer is 2011. If you guys are familiar with severe weather climatology, 2011 was insane for a lot of meteorologists. 12,450 hail reports across the nation came in that year, which comparatively 2020 finished the year with 5,879 hail reports. So 2011 more than doubled 2020's hail reports across the year. 2023 has been pretty busy. We'll talk to you guys a little bit about the stats on that on another trivia question maybe here. But bottom line, 2011 was just an insane year for severe weather. Haven't seen anything like it since. So, I know our mapping team is crossing their fingers not to see anything like that anytime soon. And, we're going to see how next year shapes up. If you guys haven't looked into our annual severe weather forecast, that's going to be coming up here soon. I won't say too much, but we do that as well. So stay tuned. So if you guys want to follow us, you can get us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button everywhere else. And then if you're interested in purchasing a plan, go ahead and scan the QR code up above me or click the link in the description to this video. We'll go ahead and get you hooked up with your severe weather mapping products live 24/7 across the nation. So if you guys need any access to what severe weather is happening and when, go ahead and check that out or give us a call at 855-334-4245. Email us at info@hailtrace.com or check out hailtrace.com for more details. And we'll be back tomorrow with updates on that low pressure system. What's it going to do into the end of this week? We'll let you know. But for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.